Travis been good, so. My weekly check did not arrive today, which can be attributed to Trump firing and replacing the Postmaster General. And then that new guy is now slowing down service throughout our nation. I worked as a postman. I was a postman when the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints ordered the state of Utah to have me arrested as a terrorist, and calling my file or my complaint that I filed against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints just prior to that time a weapon of mass destruction. So yeah, I know all about what they're talking about on getting behind on mail. That's why, if you notice, after the weekend on Mondays, or if it's a holiday weekend, whether on Friday or on Monday, then the following business day for the Postal Service is a little late in getting to you. That's because they had all the extra mail pile up from the holiday. And so, yeah, I'm well aware. I even knew, as a Postal Service worker, that the economy was about to collapse. And that's why I put my warning in my filing, because I saw that I saw the danger signs. But when I had been filing around to all the different agencies, both local, state, federal, when I was assaulted by the Century 21 agent, if you remember the other video I did, I became a part of the National Crime Victimization Survey in I think it was February. The guy that was involved with it before told me that was his last time coming to see me every 6 months. And so, interestingly enough, I've been selected yet again. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how they're going to get a hold of me. The guy had to do it in person, but it's going to be a little more difficult thing now. But yeah, I've got a lot to talk about now, and a lot more if if I lose this lawsuit. And so, yeah, it's real simple. You don't commit crimes. If you commit crimes, you better expect the people you victimized to stand up to you. In the United States of America, we declared independence from a monarchy and chose to have a constitution guide us. And interestingly enough, even though the Constitution was worded very complex, could have been a lot simpler and a lot more organized. For example, they could have declared crimes falling under 3 different categories: those dealing with life, those dealing with liberty, those dealing with property. And like I said, I'm educated in any field. I can go into any field, whether it's a scientific field or business or government or religion, and I can analyze the system that is currently being utilized, and if necessary, design a better, improved version that is more effective, more efficient. That's how good I am. And I've told you examples of what I've done for the church, as well as Blockbuster, which they decided to dismiss. Blockbuster's out of business now, except for the one in Oregon, isn't it? And then, the church. Seriously, I become a translator. I decipher Paleo-Hebrew. I decipher Egyptian petroglyphs, and they decide to destroy me. it's just. But yeah, I mean, once you figure out that why the church has an inverted pentagram as their symbol, it all makes sense. And as a Mormon, born and raised 50 years, it's just horrifying. And so yeah, everything that's been done to me as I've been making the list. Here's a list. This is just during this case. All of the co-conspirators and all of the behind-the-scenes actions that have been taking place by the church and by other co-conspirators. It's just unbelievable. The widespread umbrella to get the church from being prosecuted and to destroy me. And so, yeah, we're still trying to find out about my eviction, if they are going to back off because of the lawsuit, which has been posted on my docket now. Thank you, Judge Waddups. As he's as it specifically says, they're awaiting for a court to act, which means they're waiting to find out if they're actually going to go through with it and evict me. So, yeah. Those of you who are spying for the defense, you know who you are. You're the ones that are throwing out the thumbs down every now and then. Because it's hard to believe that Mormons are that dumb to the obvious. You can't just dismiss the inverted pentagram, for example, and say, oh, Travis, he's just an apostate. He's a disgruntled Mormon who left because he was unhappy that he wasn't being put into a leadership position. He wasn't reading his scriptures. You don't know me at all. And so, yeah, I'm having a difficult time believing Mormons are that dumb. There are those who are that dumb, and I've had to ban them from my channel, as well as the old channel, and ban them from my website, which was owned and operated by the church through the investments they make. Oh. That's how widespread they are. And so, yeah, I put the pipes that busted at our place. Not anywhere down the line, especially not at the stake center. Just our place. Oh, we busted the pipes. Oh, here's some water for you. Sorry, we aren't going to be able to fix it until at least tomorrow. Then they didn't bother to inform us that we needed to run our water. Having been born and raised in a rich white supremacist Mormon family, conservative Mormon family, we lived in white suburban neighborhoods most of our life, and so I knew that when you come into a brand new house, you have to crank on all the faucets. let them run for a long time. But yeah, there was a news, ABC4 News Utah. A resident was complaining about something, and I remember thinking, oh, cats. It had to do with cats. What was it? Something about a cat. Did they kill the cat, or did they not want the cat? Something like that. They were a new subdivision family, and I heard that and immediately went, oh, dear God, these new kids, newly married, trying to get themselves their first suburban household in a brand new subdivision, just clueless about how it all works. And so, yeah, I'm experienced because of my upbringing in childhood. But apparently this guy, and obviously his wife also, because the wife could have told him, but he was upset about stray cats or something like that. And yeah, no, if you understand that when you're in a brand new subdivision, that houses are being built in the process, you need stray cats, at least. If not house cats, at the very least, stray cats. Stray cats are even better because they keep the mice from getting into the walls of the house, let alone from running around the house. But yeah, that's why mice. Utah is mice country. And so that's why you have stray cats, is to keep the mice away. Then you also have possums. Told you about that one with the stray cats that we had not too long ago video. It was so cute. They were just so tiny and this big, it was scared of little tiny kittens. Oh, so cute. So, alrighty. I'm not going to keep you too long on this one, but it's just, are you not seeing the prophecies, Mormons? They're being fulfilled. You'd think coronavirus would be the one that would say, hey, wait a minute, Mormons, we have a scripture, a man like Moses, Pharaoh, coronavirus, though Metallica calls it creeping death. Because I know Mormons love Metallica. Don't try to hide it. That's why K-Bear, back in the day at least, I don't know if they still exist. Does radio still exist? Or is it all Sirius FM or whatever? But, yeah, K-Bear every weekday in the evening or 5 o'clock, something like that, the Metallica hour. It's just... That's how popular Metallica is here, so everybody should know Metallica. And everybody should know Steven Seagal movies. Working for Blockbuster, I know what the majority of you like watching. The Steven Seagal movies came direct to DVD or direct to video before DVDs. So, yep. Random Muse. So I hope you understand the link that I put in concerning the Oscars comment you made. You're Mormon, you're in Utah, I'm sure you know all about that movie. Oh, God. But yeah, today is Tisha B'Av. A newer I don't know if he's subscribed. I don't think he's subscribed, but he keeps trying to get his numerology comments in. Some of them involve personal situations, so I've been deleting them. But I let one go today because he brought up Tisha B'Av, the 9/11, the Mormon Jewish 9/11. It's technically a Jewish holy day, but the Jews are not involved in the last days, if you haven't figured that out by now. It's the United States of America, where New Jerusalem is supposed to be. That's what it's referring to. It's not the old Jerusalem as it was 2 times previous for the Jewish 9/11, Tisha B'Av. And so, yeah. He thinks that at 1 p.m. something's going to happen. It's almost 11 o'clock now. I doubt it. I think my eviction notice is what it's likely to be. But who knows? So, I mean, predicting earthquakes is a bit complicated. I don't see how they could do that. Astronomy, yes. I fully understand that. Having taken astronomy, having my stellarium program where I'm able to go back and forward in time. I'm the time machine guy, Rod Sterling. Was it Rod Sterling? No, it was not Rod Sterling. That's the Twilight Zone guy. I'm going to have to check this out, because it's my favorite version of it. Guy Pearce, who played the reboot version, it was fine. It just wasn't the original. I like the Weena original version. Samantha Mumba was fine, but it wasn't the original. I did like Guy Pearce's version for the fact that the reason for it brought tears to my eyes. Oh, and I'm already starting to swell up. Time Machine Cast 1960. Rod Taylor. There it is. Yeah. As H.G. Wells. And Yvette Mimieux as Weena. Yeah. Sebastian Cabot as his supposed best friend. Well, it's actually Alan Young as James Philby. He was the one. And then Philby's son for the Second World War. Yep. Time Machine. And I did that video going back in time to tell you why I was given the death threat. Yep. I need to watch that again, definitely. Yep. Which 3 books would you take with you into the future to start a whole new society? And then there was also the Auburn Jail Junior High Social Studies substitute, because the class chased out several substitutes and the original teacher. And so he came in and taught us how to design our own country. And so, yeah, that fit right in with my future career plans, which was awesome. Yeah, I had the dream that tied into it, and I was trying to make the game design. And so Civilization 3, which can only be played on that computer, thanks to Windows 10, was the big help in helping me figure it out. And so, yes, while I was in isolation, that's what they did, because I dared to take the church to court, filing that lawsuit in 2008. And they turned it around and had me arrested as a terrorist threat. They put me in isolation so that I could not see a lawyer. I could not see the judge to get a lawyer. I couldn't shower. I didn't have toilet paper. I didn't have clothing. They had the air conditioning working, unlike the other parts of the jail, with the metal bed, no mattress, which I had to use the thin thing that they gave me as a pillow instead. And spoiled food for all 3 meals, which was exactly the same, which was a bologna sandwich. No mustard or ketchup, no fruit, other than, well, the apple, but they never give me the orange. And that's why the Mormon who worked there as a guard, who knew me from the Jordan River Temple, he was a worker at the Jordan River Temple. He knew that I had gone to the Jordan River Temple daily. That's how much the church had turned on me. He gave me an orange one morning. Never saw him again. Alrighty, so we just have to wait. I'll be notifying the judge in regards to the eviction, but I'm expecting to do it tomorrow. I don't think I'll do it today. We'll see.